Welcome to my channel. I'm KtJournals, and today I'm going to be talking about how I note take. This is going to be a simple and easy 5-minute video on some steps I take to note take. The first thing I do when I note take is to read over the material and also highlight. This is really important to know your material and then also just reviewing it so it's easier for you to take notes. For highlighting, I actually ended up getting a bookmark, and it has all of the highlighting things on it. So there's pink, blue, green, orange, and yellow, and that's what I use to highlight most of my books. So now I'm going to talk about some of the supplies I use for note taking. The first thing I mainly use for my note taking is some color, and for this I use the Tombow dual brush pens. My favorite pack is the Pastel pack, which I mostly use for most of my notes, and I do like to color code, so depending on which unit I'm in, I will take that certain color and use it for all the lessons in each unit. It is a flexible nib brush pen, so sometimes I use it for headers, and then it also has a thin line on the other end, which I use a lot for if there's like certain definitions that I need to know. As for black gel pens, my favorite ones are the Piolet G-2. I currently have two different sizes, the .38 and the .7. I use the .38 for the body of my notes, and then I use the .7 if I need to make titles or headers. Some other things I also like to use, so here is I have a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, I have some sticky notes, washi tape, and a ruler, and also whiteout, which is very important. And here is the notebook that I like to use for my Latin notes. I just put an X card over it that says Latin notes on the front, and it has light gray lines that now I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite headers that I like to use for my Latin notes. It also has a line divider down the side. My favorite has the pen loop if I want to bring it anywhere, which is pretty handy. I put all on this one page. So my favorite probably is the black calligraphy font, and then also the orange font, but I change out the colors mostly for which unit I'm doing. And those are mostly my favorite ones that I use, but there's also a lot of other inspiration that you can get from this page. Flip through what my note taking in the beginning looks like. I have a key, I have an index in this note taking book, and I also have a title header at the beginning of the book. I have pen tests just in case some of the pens bleed through that I like. I also have the font header ideas in my book, and then it goes straight into the notes. Note taking I normally like to use is called the Cornell method, which has the spine on the side where you can write down important things, and it also has a summary at the bottom of the page. And since I'm going to be taking note taking on this video, I thought I needed to add the next unit onto my book. So here in the key, I'm going to be writing down Unit 6, and the color for this Unit 7, and the color for this unit is going to be this light pastel green. And here I'm going to do my favorite calligraphy font, which is probably going to be this dark black calligraphy that I normally do at the top of my notes. And the way I figure out what the title is it's normally the title of the chapter or of which unit I'm doing. I consistently remember to put on my notes is which unit it's from, even though it's already color coded, and also which lesson I'm doing. Now that I've done my header, I'm going to go ahead and highlight through this entire book. And this is also a speed through, because no way I could do this in this short time. The next thing I like to do for my note taking is find research in a different book, or in a different book, or online also. So I normally just like to read through other things that talk about the same subject, and then I can learn more about what I'm learning. In my note taking, I like to use what I call I123 ABC method, and it's just you start with number I or the Roman numeral 1, and then you write down the main topic of what you're going to be talking about. And then underneath you're going to write 1, 2, 3, and then if you need to do more topics underneath that subject, you do ABC in lowercase letters. And this is mostly what I use for taking notes, just because it's easy to memorize where there's the main topics and then where there's subtopics. One thing I like to do also is just to read over the material and then write down the important things and then highlight them after I'm finished writing them. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My username is KtJournals, just like on YouTube. And I post pictures of my bullet journal, some of the things I do daily, my desk, and yeah, it's so much fun. So make sure to follow me.